Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And an alley to run. Look at the big man rumble. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll run it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he loses the football the second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
180! 57. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Regular. Watch 57. You ain't go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he connects with Ertz. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Second down and goal. Allen, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Bell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Austin.
Let's go,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Jim. He's coming. We got top one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarter.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 24, check 24.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he finds Tyler Croft. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. You draw Corker.
On first down, Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a run with Mack. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen off the play fake. Got an open man. It's Foster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They go right back to Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Shift. Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From just shy of midfield, Wentz.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Bell, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here with Mack. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Go! Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Wentz. Open man is Anderson. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down. Again, it's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down now, Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. The boy has done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Check. At the
14-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Singletary again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home,